to me, and you know where I come from these days, is the synergy between all the different platforms. And uh, I find one aspect of this quite fascinating is this shitty little Canadian show got more synergy than most of the through the interwebs and what we're doing than pretty much any regular American network television show gets. And I'm still not grasping why ABC, NBC, CBS, apart from just putting up clips from their wretched late night talk shows, are not finding any way to synergize the reviewers, for good or for bad, on this platform. And this strange little show, Robin Hood, is almost I mean, the director handled it badly, but notwithstanding that, I'm just not understanding why we're not getting the regular network shows trying to interact with us. And if more of us are reviewing these shows, then you're going to get more curiosity, even if the reviews are bad. And part of it is that the networks are not creating real television shows anymore. I'm going to be doing a video on that. Just the number of shows that are just basically Dancing with the Stars or 18 different variations on Chicago Fire. You know, I mean, and I'm going to do an analysis of that. It's pretty bleak on network television, but still, and a lot of these networks own streaming services, which we all know about, Paramount Plus, things like that. Are they just afraid of us? Like, what is going on here?
I think they are.
Yes.
You know why? Because we can't be controlled. They don't know what we're going to say. Just remember what is, and this is something that I really latched onto in all of the post-mortems that we had this summer, because it was admitted straight up by Deadline Hollywood. They spoke of basically the main excuse for the entertainment media complex for why all of these movies bombed this summer is because the entertainment media complex wasn't there to help them. And by that I mean all these late night talk shows, your Jimmy Kimmels and the other Jimmys and Stephen Colbert and those guys right there, they were up because of the writers' strikes. And so the actors couldn't be there to promote the movies. And the trades revealed exactly what those shows are. They don't care about the shows themselves. No, what they are is a safe place, a safe venue where you can do what looks like sporadic and real genuine interviews, but which are in reality perfectly planned and coordinated and orchestrated PR events. So basically, they don't care about Jimmy Kimmel. It's just pushing propaganda and selling Hollywood and music events by doing interviews with the stars. And they are trying to justify their expense or existence with, oh, we have to have this because it's such important for the box office. And for Hollywood, you go on to Jimmy Kimmel, there's not going to be a single uncomfortable question because they are in complete control of that venue. Send a star to someone like us who knows what's going to happen.
Well, we already know what happens, Andre, because we've had situations where they flat out have said no.
Yeah, oh,
they
absolutely.
won't allow them. And
absolutely.
Not only that,
I believe that in one time, and I was told a quote, was basically hell to the fuck no. This one filmmaker was told.
Yeah, and the other time was no because they're misogynistic, racist YouTubers or something like that. And then the thing is, though, we already know because we already know about the paying for decent reviews part. That's already been blown out the water. But I think Director X basically told Mr. H exactly what you're saying, Andre, when he said, Director X said, I tried to get you guys screeners. He's like, I wanted to get you guys as Ryan, everybody screeners, but they wouldn't let me. That is exactly it.
I missed that in the interview.
He said that. And that's where I said that's what Andre is saying is true. They won't let us. Do you know how hard it is? I have tried to get Blu-ray screeners. I have tried to get movie screeners. The only times I've ever gotten any screeners, Andre's been invited to certain things over there where they've actually had like filmmakers over there, but very rarely. Like I think Child's Play.
Very rarely, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like
what
an
screeners
early
were you
thing.
trying to get, man? Don't. What were you trying to get?
Screeners, like I
Yeah,
tried
the
to
stuff
get
that you were
almost
trying to get, 'cause you just
any
deferred
movie
over
or
to-
Blu-ray, basically, from any of these studios, just period. And the only ones I've ever gotten have been just when I was because I talked to Ed Sullivan. He hooked me up with his publicist people, so I got to see Bill and Ted early. Other than that was because I got Sound of Freedom, and that was just me simply going through the process of going through their press people.
That was one notable exception.
Because they didn't give me any trouble. Anytime else, they never answered me back. I have emailed every one of their press things, whether it's Warner Brothers, any of them, Fox, Disney, anything.
But I think that Sound of Freedom, that was an exception because they always knew that we are counter-establishment here. So we're going to give screeners to counter-establishment people.
They have got to understand that the New World Order has changed. That at one point when Hollywood discovered Comic-Con, and that's documented in Chris Gore's G4, fantastic documentary on G4.
That's the only other screener I got to see recently.
Comic-Con was a revelation. Suddenly actors were showing up, and then it got overdone. But if they know what they're doing, the publicity people would be sending actors and directors our way.
Well, it has happened once though, because Critical Drinker interviewed Russell Crowe ahead of the Pope's Exorcist, so there could be some positive signs in that direction.
This, to me, you're going to have a real and honest conversation with the people who are with the larger.
I think that is the scary aspect. One is, do you want to send them people like us, like, are we pro enough from their point of view? And I think in most cases the answer to that is a hell yes. Certainly when you look at some of the interviews that we have done, that Mr. H has done, and many others to boot as well. But the bigger thing is, can we control them? If we tell them, please don't ask about this, will they listen?
I don't think that's the bigger issue. I think there's a lot of actors can't handle a in-depth interview. I think that's part of the problem too. But anyways, I'm just saying that I think we've got something interesting happening. And the other reason, obviously, that we're not getting potentially the Comic-Con drift towards us, because I think we're the new Comic-Con here on YouTube, is that the movies have become shit. That's the other problem, is that Comic-Con and the actors that were pitching, Buckaroo Banzai, there was a fantastic, interesting stuff that was going on. That stuff is all dried up. And the stuff that we've got is garbage. So why would they come to us? So that's the other piece of this puzzle. Anyways, let's move on. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah,
I think it's a very interesting point. Very, very good point, actually. But I do see like some slight signs that it's changing, not for the established elite, but there are others coming up from the outside who maybe will become dominant players, and they do watch us. And this is what we always said: we are here for the next generation. I do feel that working. That's the feedback I've always gotten.
Yeah, why
people who are up and coming watch us and people in our sphere.
Why didn't I get the Marvels screener? I don't know. Maybe they're just.
I would not hold my breath for a Marvel screener. I really, really would,
No,
especially after what happened when I did go to a pre-screening of the first Captain Marvel. For those that don't know, I was reviewing that live, and someone were obviously watching that because I was the one in our sphere that let's not judge the movie based on Brie Larson's words. There's a context and everything here. The movie still might turn out fine. So I think because of that, there were 10 people in Disney that were watching our live stream very, very intently. And the moment they realized, oh shit, it's going to be a negative review, shut it down now. And that's what they did. They launched a copyright strike, like an instant shut down the stream strike.
Through one of their other...
Through a company in Estonia.
Yeah, it through like somebody that had a legal
like one of their agents that they use when they don't want to be
that's fun.
Regardless, we've got plenty of other times where we can't even speak on it, where we know things like that. But that being said, we've got some super chats here. We've got some juicy Marvel business to get into as well.
This clip was taken from Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which streams live every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 AM Pacific Time on the Midnight's Edge main channel. There you can send in your live questions and comments before clips and full stream replays are uploaded to Midnight's Edge live archives. We are also on Twitter, Rumble, Odyssey and Facebook, so smash that like, help share, subscribe and join us.